battery ran low on my camera, so I had to come back and use the phone. And now I'm realizing the limitations of using the phone because I almost threw it against the wall. Being that I'm now in my 50s, I'm going to tell you the first myth that people always say about weight loss. They say, I'm too old to lose weight. That's garbage. I'm telling you, it is not about your age. I understand that your metabolism changes. That just comes with getting older, but it doesn't mean that you cannot lose weight. Do you have to put a little more effort into it and have to give up a few more things? Of course. That just goes with the territory of anything in life. You're going to have to give up something, or you're going to have to change something in order to get to where you want to be. But as I always say, losing weight is about sustainability. So whether you're trying to lose weight at 20 or trying to lose weight at 50, there is no difference. It's just a matter of embracing who you are, your limitations, what you can and can't do, which at this age you should know. You should know yourself better than anyone else. If you're in your 50s and you don't know yourself yet, you better get on board because your health is in your hands. I know there's a lot of people that look like they gain weight as they get older, but I think as we get older, we stop moving. You start getting those aches and pains like, oh, my hip hurt, my ankle hurt, this hurt, so I'm just going to sit down and I ain't going to move because I don't want nothing else to hurt anymore. Well, no, you can't do that. You still got to move around because if you stop moving around, it's just going to get worse. So, I know enough to know that I see my older relatives having aches and pains, and I'm just like, let me get moving because I don't have time to deal with hip aches and stuff like that. That scares me. So, if nothing else, that is my trigger to do something. And that means move around a little bit, get up out the chair sometimes. I know we like to sit around a lot, but as you get older, it's even more important that you get up and move around. Look at my last video where I talk about how much I hate exercise, but I love movement and things that you can do to move your body. I like to think when it comes down to losing weight is people like to believe that you have to give up everything you like in order to lose weight. It's not true. You can still eat the things that you like. Can you eat it at the quantities that you presently eat it? Probably not. But you still can eat some of the things that you like and still lose weight. You still have to eat the right things in order to get to where you want to go. But as you're on that journey to get to the weight that you want to get to, don't eliminate everything that you like. Because as I said, you don't want to feel like losing weight is torture. I tell people all the time, I don't have cheat days because every day is a cheat day. I'm just going to put it out there. I cheat every day. Every day. Every day I have something I like. Every day. So this thing about eating perfectly 6 days of the week in order to eat yourself out of house and home on the seventh day is just crazy to me because that's not normal life and that's not how people operate. But because I eat something sweet every day, I don't feel the need to eat a lot of it. It's like if I eat a couple of cookies, that's not a lot in the grand scheme of all of the things that I'm eating that are good for me. I'm sure this goes against a lot of what these weight loss gurus who've never had a weight issue or a weird relationship with food, they're going to argue with me about, but I don't care. I'm that person that's been there, and I'm telling you right now, keep incorporating something you like. Just don't let it take over your whole diet. Because I guarantee you after a certain point, you're going to eat less of the bad things and more of the good things. Because like I say, when you know better, you will do better. Trust me. Myth number 3, eating healthy is expensive. That is such garbage when there's so much trash out there and so many people that eat out in the street, and that's expensive. I've spent the last couple of days eating out with my cousin, and it makes me sick to my stomach because I'm just like, I'm not used to spending that type of money on food because I don't eat out in the street a lot. Rarely do I eat out in the street. I'm always controlling my diet at home. So when I don't control my diet at home, I'm just like, oh boy, this is rough. I get through it, but I'm always ready to get back on track again with eating, stuff I make, stuff I cook. I know a lot of people, when they think of like fruits and vegetables, they think of like the fresh produce section in the store where things can be kind of pricey, but you don't always have to go there. Like if you're making smoothies or something, you can get frozen fruit, frozen vegetables. They're probably better because unless you're buying them locally and like at a farmer's market, I guarantee you those fruits and vegetables that's sitting up there looking pretty have come from far away, been picked too fast, and you're better off in the freezer section. They always have sales in the freezer section. I can find organic fruits and vegetables in the freezer section. You don't have to get high acidity with it because even if you're eating those things, if they're in the frozen section, it's already healthy. And if you can afford it, step it up and go ahead to the organic level. But if you can't, at least you're doing something. No, don't let people make you believe that you have to get the biggest and the best and the organic and the whole foods. You don't have to. I do whole foods sometimes. I don't do whole food all the time. I don't get everything at Whole Foods. So don't equate Whole Foods with being the only place that you can eat healthy. You can get regular things in the supermarket that are healthy for you. It's just a matter of making healthy choices about what's good for you and owning the fact that you may not be eating or buying the things that are good for you and your family that will sustain them instead of stopping, at McDonald's on the way home because you're tired. I understand that, people get tired and stuff like that, but as I said, if something's important, you'll find a way to make time for it. It's like even when I didn't have time to cook a lot of things, I was always thinking ahead, how can I do this? How can I eat something that's better for me? I would rather eat a protein bar in the house for dinner than to eat McDonald's out in the street. It's about choices and the choices you make and what you want to eat and owning the fact that you may not be eating things that are good for you all the time. So it's easy to say, oh, it's too expensive to eat healthy. It's not. Just be creative with it. If you need some more examples or you need some more information on picking healthy foods, I can do a video on it. Let me know if that's what you want, and I'll get on top of it. Myth number 4. Once you lose the weight, you don't have to do anything to keep it off. Your diet journey is over. That is like one of the biggest myths of all times because I guarantee you, you will have to maintain your weight loss, which means weighing yourself every couple of weeks, making sure you're still eating right, keeping track of what you're eating. I don't care what people say about, oh, well, if you are doing keto, you don't have to keep track of your calories. Keep track of your calories. I don't care what other people say. We have funky relationships with food, and people that have funky relationships with food need to be keeping track of what they're eating. You got to have a come to Jesus with yourself about what you're eating, and if it's not good for you, you need to own it and say, this isn't good for me, and if I want to do better, I need to change A, B, and C. It will get easier, I guarantee you. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt, but if you want to stay the weight that you get down to, you have to stick with these things. If you don't want to be 80 pounds heavier and trying to go through this again. And trust me, you don't want to keep going through this because your body will continue to fight you. And you want to talk about it being harder to lose weight? Try yo-yo dieting continually and trying to lose weight. Those may be the issues with people thinking, oh, that I'm older, I can't lose weight. It's because you've spent your lifetime yo-yo dieting, and it gets harder to get to where you want to be when you yo-yo diet. The last myth I'm going to share with you is one that I didn't think about until I had a discussion with my brother about a coworker of his who thought that my LDL numbers was how much I lost in 6 months. There's no way I'm going to lose over 100 pounds in 6 months, and neither should you. And no one should find a headline like that on a video enticing. No one should be trying to lose any extraordinary amount of weight in a matter of months. If you have 50 or 60 pounds to lose, it's going to take you longer than 6 months to lose that weight. My thing is, enjoy the journey of weight loss and stop seeing it as a torture and seeing it as something to get you to where you would like to be. You will go through it so much better. You will get through it so much easier rather than believing in your mind every crazy headline that's out there that tells you, hey, you can lose 60 pounds in 2 months on keto. Don't fall victim to being desperate to get to the weight that you feel you want to get to. because I can tell you right now that it took me a year and a half to get to the point where I lost almost 40 pounds. And it didn't feel like it because I wasn't torturing myself about the weight loss. And I was happy for each pound that came off. And I was good with that. I wasn't looking at, oh, I need to lose 5 pounds this week. It's unrealistic and it's not good for your body to be losing that much weight every week. If you're losing a half pound or a pound, that is good. That is excellent. And I guarantee you, the slower you lose the weight, the better off you will be, and you will be more apt to keep that weight off. I follow this guy. His name is BioLane. I'm going to put his link below because I think that for some people it's very important that you get the science behind weight loss. And he's really good at dispelling a lot of crazy myths out there. He's not a keto head. You know, he talks from knowledge. He has like a PhD in nutrition, and I like following him. So I would suggest and I would recommend that you all go over and see his YouTube channel because he's really good. So I hope these 5 myths that I've dispelled help you to get a little bit of a grip on your weight loss journey and help you to kind of wade through the garbage out there that people like to spew about weight loss. I don't like when people lie to people to get them to think they can get someplace really fast. I've always said that with this weight loss journey that you should take it slow and it should be sustainable, and I'll always say that. I just want you to be at a point where you can get there in a healthy way. And so you will never see clickbait on my channel talking about, oh, you can lose 100 pounds in 6 months. I'm not going to do that to you because I don't want somebody to do it to me. I want you to do it the right way. And I'm only going to bring to you stuff that I believe to be true and that are things that I feel can help you because I have been in your shoes and I don't want to be there again. And I don't want to see people stay there because I believe that if you're on this journey that you can succeed at it, but you just have to believe that you can succeed at it. That is the most important thing. It doesn't matter what I believe at the end of the day. It's more important what you believe. And I want you to believe that you can get this weight off without quick, get slim, quick schemes and things of that nature. I can't stand seeing it. It kind of pisses me off, as you can tell. So just stick with me and we're going to get through this. And I hope you enjoyed the video today. Please subscribe and hit the thumbs up if you liked the video today. And I will see you next week. Bye.